Booyah! Welcome everybody to the Sausage Boys podcast. This is your host, the South Coast poster child, aka the mannequin from Newtown. I go by the name of Jackson Grant. And that right there on the ones and twos, that's a man you know and love. That's the Terry Crews of Sydney, aka the Steamroller. Karim Diallo. How the hell are you doing, my dude?
I'm doing nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing very nice.
I feel like we missed, last week?
Yes.
Yeah, you got the Ronies.
I got the Rone.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I got Ronio Miller.
Yeah.
A masterpiece, son.
Did you get rolled?
2 days I was just out of it. Completely out of it.
Yeah.
Just like real classic. Classic symptoms, just can barely move, headache.
Runny nose. Sore throat.
Yeah. Crazy throat. I couldn't even swallow pause.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah.
Literally couldn't even swallow.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. And then, 2 days later, I think it hit me on Saturday or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Out all Sunday, out all Monday. Tuesday, I'm back. Back to business. Like nothing happened.
I still haven't had the boy.
You haven't had the boy?
No.
Gosh.
It is crazy at this point to be getting it. You tested for it?
No. Because it doesn't even matter anymore.
You had a cold.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But it felt like the Ronio Miller.
Oh.
It felt exactly like it. Because again, when I had it the first time, it was just all those exact symptoms. To like a T. I was like, I haven't had this feeling in a while. It's been a few years since I've had this. And it was like, I've got all these symptoms again. But it did last 2 days. And I think I've talked to some people that are like, I had COVID recently. And it lasted 2 days. And it was just intense. And then I was back to normal.
Oh, well, glad you're all better.
I'm back.
We missed maybe two of the most Sausage Boy stories
Really?
of recent history.
That you came across?
Yes.
Okay, well, lay that sugar on me? Who's that?
I don't know if that's what you...
Lay that sugar, summon that sugar on me.
Oh, yeah?
What's that song called? Lay some sugar on me. It's one of those weird 80s rock bands.
Yeah.
Like,
like Aerosmith or something weird.
Yeah, something weird like that. But what are these? What are we talking about?
You've got to know about this.
Okay.
The boy Drizzy Drake. The boy Drizzy Drake has been up to some tomfoolery. So, of course, what I'm referring to right now is like the number 3 biggest streaming artist in the world has a video of him stroking his Johnson out there on the internet.
Yes. It was a crazy one.
Yeah.
I remember a great comment I saw was like, this thing better kind of blow over before the morning, before my girlfriend wakes up.
Yeah.
It was a day ruiner. It gives you
okay.
It literally gives everyone a complex. Gave me a complex for a few days afterwards. I was like, oh, dang, okay. That's what penises look like. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole thing is...
I mustn't have a penis. I literally mustn't have a... I don't think I have a penis. I think I mustn't have fully developed.
Oh, no,
because I've probably got 1/10 of that.
But you know what you can do?
Have we got more naked people?
No, there's no naked people. I think they're like dancing or something over there.
Oh, is that a dude? There is a black man who's naked.
What?
Yeah.
It's Drake.
There is a black man over there stroking his Johnson.
Yeah.
It's a bit floppy at the top.
How... All right, so...
Okay, well, let's get into it. It's the Johnson Hour.
Yeah, it's the Drake Johnson Hour.
It's the Drake Johnson Hour, presented to you by the Sausage Boys.
So basically, the story went... I guess I went on, like, Instagram or something, and it was just, like, a meme of someone, like, with their eyes popping out, and it said, like, when you when you search Drake on Twitter or something like that.
Yes, I saw it again and again. It's like, don't look up why Drake is trending. Don't look up why Drake is trending.
That's exactly what it was.
What could it possibly be? Has he killed someone?
Yeah.
Has he done something disgusting? Is he like defecating in the street?
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. It's like, oh, it's something you don't want to look at.
Yeah.
I'm like, is probably posting like scat porn or something like that to his story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because that's what it always happens on Twitter. It's like, do not check the hidden replies or do not check someone's story. And it's just like a scat video. I'm like, that's disgusting. I didn't want to look at that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, what could this possibly be?
Yeah.
But how did you go? So you saw it on Instagram.
So yeah, there was like memes and whatever, and then like went to Twitter, and it was just right there. There was no searching even. It was just there.
The first thing that comes up.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't even like I had to search Drake or anything like that.
And it had already been liked and retweeted by your account.
Yeah.
Funny, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
And then...
Do you know what the worst part is?
Yeah, what's the worst part?
I only found this out last night. I was literally telling someone else I found this out last night. The video is taking place on his private jet. And that just made it... Like, I didn't even know what to take with that information.
Yeah.
It just made it so much worse.
Yeah.
That's his private jet. He's got
it's like, I don't have a private jet.
Yeah.
And even if I did...
Imagine me stroking my tiny penis on a private jet.
Yeah.
It would just make everyone uncomfortable and sad.
Yeah. I've got to do it sitting, like, commercial on a jet stoplight. Can you imagine that side by side? Yeah.
It's probably... Yeah, it's nuts. What was your takeaway from it?
Well, my thing was like trying to work out what this would do to his credibility. Because everyone comes to this guy for being a soft boy.
Yes.
And
he was a bit soft.
He was a bit soft, yeah.
That was the only thing that he kind of took an L with. People are kind of clowning him having a soft serve.
Yeah, but that's like... You're watching the video.
Yeah.
And you want him to be hard.
Yeah.
Is that the angle that people have got?
I think so.
I'm watching naked Drake, and he's not even as hard as I would like him to be. Jokes on that guy.
I think the idea is, the assumption is he can't gain an erection. Literally, and that's kind of the only saving grace from the situation. Is like, well, at least he potentially can't maintain or even gain an erection with his penis.
It does mention Cialis on the album that we listened to.
Oh, and imagine if that's a Cialis up penis. Imagine if you took Cialis and you still like a used car.
A gummy worm.
Yeah, you're a gummy worm.
Yeah.
That's a crazy place to be.
Killer python might be better
that's true.
and more
that's
apt.
Maybe what is it? The funny waving hand man's out the front of the used car shops.
Yeah, those giant waving
hands.
hands.
Giant waving hands. And it's just one. It's like, Mum, I think that one just has one hand. It's like, no, that's the Drake one. That's his penis.
But yeah, I wonder, do you know how it got leaked? Do you know anything about it?
No, I feel it was like a planned leak.
Really?
Also today he came out with like a new hairstyle, pouting again.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's got a new hairstyle.
New hairstyle, and he's like pouting, doing his like typical pout now.
Oh, like the duck thing?
Yeah. Everyone's like, that's Anita Max win.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's his like alter ego. He's in the media. He's like literally, he's out there non-stop now.
Yeah.
For doing things. He's like saying that Anita Max win thing.
Yep.
He's stroking his Johnson.
Yeah.
And now he's got like a new hairstyle.
Isn't it a weird world? Like, I feel like we're just going to move past this. It's not even a thing. He hasn't been like, this isn't even a scandal. There's nothing around this.
There's nothing to it. It's like...
It's just like are we living in a world now where you just expect to see Drake's Johnson?
I guess so. It might be like a Mandela effect thing. I think everyone's assumed they've seen it before. Like, this doesn't seem like a new or exciting thing. Like, probably, like you said, the third biggest artist in the world, like one of the biggest pop stars ever.
Yes.
Comes out with the Johnson leak, and everyone's kind of like, oh, this is crazy. But there's no sense of, like, this is really insane.
No sense at all. It's just like...
Yeah.
It's just kind of like... That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
It's very crazy, but it just doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because I think just the media that's out there nowadays.
Yeah.
Just the normalization of just sex work.
Yeah.
Because what happens is like on OnlyFans, like the biggest artist is the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
And you've got like Black China.
Yep.
I think what is it? NLE Chopper has
Ellen.
an Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my god.
NLE Chopper has like an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I think Tiger has an OnlyFans.
What?
Yeah. It's so normalized now to kind of just have your Johnson out there a little bit. Tiger has like porn videos.
Really?
Yeah, him smashing porn stars. And that's just a thing that's out there.
Is this just what's going on?
Yeah. We're just in a world now where we're not prudes anymore. Everyone's like, oh, it's Drake's Johnson. That's cool. Everyone went a bit wild for a little bit, but it basically did blow over the following morning.
Imagine this was 50 years ago and there's just a video of Paul McCartney stroking his Johnson on a train in London.
You had that with John Lennon, though, basically.
Or doing the naked...
Out.
Did he?
He had a tiny Johnson and a huge bush. Like the biggest bush in the entire world.
It's an egg in a nest.
And like they just have... Him and Yoko have the most disgusting bodies.
Yeah.
And it's just... No, I don't know what the reaction was back then, but it just looked disgusting.
I think everything was kind of disgusting back then. It was, yeah, for sure.
But it made you feel good.
Yeah.
I would have felt great. Imagine you're like a huge Beatles fan. John Lennon comes out with a tiny Johnson.
Yeah.
Yoko Ono looks disgusting. It's
Yeah.
like a weird body. And you're like, hey, maybe I don't have to be a a rock star. Maybe I'm... The average guy probably is bigger than John Lennon.
Yeah. Okay.
He has like a micro penis.
Does he?
Yeah.
Which is good for the psyche of the world. This is bad for the psyche of the world. This is going to cause a school shooting.
Looking at the two different videos, not even like trying to be funny or exaggerate, I think 20 times bigger.
Yeah.
20. I'm literally talking about 20.
Yeah.
Like
Ellen has a bigger penis than John Lennon. I didn't know. Wait, did they have a video or a photo? I thought it was just that weird spooning photo on a bed or something.
No, they've got a full frontal. They've got a full frontal out there as
really?
well. So like them both there. Johnson completely out. Just literally like there's a man there. That's how much hair there is. Just like a shaggy dog.
Those guys would have reeked.
They would have smelled disgusting.
Yeah.
They weren't showering, especially him and Yoko. They were like weird hippies that were just in their bed all day.
Yeah.
That room would have smelled crazy.
Yeah.
Would have kind of smelled like, I don't know, sushi and tea and crumpets.
Close the window. Close the bloody window.
Close the bloody window. You got to get a breeze. I can't do that. I can't do the voice.
Yeah, that's...
But yeah, maybe that's just the thing. Johnson pics have just been around. And people just maybe don't care, really. When's the last time that people were really kind of up in arms or something kind of shut down the world? Like a nude leak.
Britney Spears maybe dancing naked, but that was more to do with the fact that she was like...
That's true, yeah. She actually lost her mind.
Yeah.
What's he from the Hunger Games? That was huge.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
But that was like... Big. That was when I was in school.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been many...
It's been that long.
It's literally been that long.
Kanye getting sloppy toppy on a boat.
You couldn't see anything. Kanye West has his Johnson out there.
What?
Yeah, very humble Johnson as well. Do you know what
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what we need.
We need Kanye, who's like more of an artist.
Yes.
Maybe there's a correlation. Pop stars got like hogs, and artists have...
Yeah, tiny. You already know...
Because they're compensating for something.
You know how small Kendrick Lamar's penis is. I've talked
compensating for it.
He's probably got... He'll have like a comically small, like the ones that you'll see on like the Howard Stern show when it's the world's tiniest penis. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar, I'm talking about, it would have to be the smallest penis imaginable.
So real artists have small penises?
Yes.
Call me Mozart.
Call me Pablo Picasso. But yeah, also Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
What's going on? Everyone's coming out with a Johnson.
Bad Bunny's Johnson out.
Johnson through the pants.
Yeah.
He's just doing like, hey guys, blah, 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 blah. Something's going on. Something's going on kind of, just in the psyche of the world.
It is. It's like an effort versus... If you've got a Johnson, you're not putting effort into anything.
Of course not. Have you heard like a Bad Bunny song?
Yeah.
So lazy.
That's why lazy people wear track pants.
Yeah, of course.
They're designed for lazy people to show off their hog.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Do you know what Kendrick Lamar's wearing?
Yeah.
Some weird platform pants that kind of extend out here. Literally. And it's just odd. And it's like, how do you even kind of walk in those? I think you showed me a photo. He's like wearing hammer pants in that reason. Kanye's
wearing like a trench coat.
Kanye had like the worst Johnson pick I've probably ever seen before. Because it's the whole, he's trying to make it look bigger.
Was it a leak? He was sending it to someone.
I think it may have been a leak.
Yeah.
But what he did, it's like he held the head so you can't even see it all. And the caption was like, and this isn't even all of it. You can see there's not really much more left. There's like,
Wait, there was a caption.
I think there was
a caption. This is like on Snapchat or something.
I think it was on, some sort of social media site. And it's like, this isn't even all of it. Maybe he sent it to someone, either with a text saying that, or I'm assuming Snapchat.
Yeah.
But you can see, like, he's just shown what would you call it? Is that the shaft?
Yeah?
Yeah, he just has the head covered, and he's just showing the shaft. And there isn't much there. It's like,
so
okay.
Weird, yeah.
And he's trying to, like, be like, this isn't even all of it. You can't even see the head.
Yeah.
And he's just covering the head.
Yeah.
Whereas our boy, Anita Max Win,
yeah,
had his hand there, and there was, like, 2 penises worth of length
penis
going on.
Yeah.
And that was the whole idea of like, I'm going to make it seem bigger, or I'm going to really show you how big it is.
Yeah, it's
a weird.
Okay,
one.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a sign that he's really got not much left.
Do you think this is going to change things? Is this going to change the way people view Drake?
I think people have literally. He won. He took a W with it.
A rare W as well.
He took a very rare W.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of like, oh, this dude's got it all. He's like rich, he's famous, and he's got a huge penis.
Yeah.
And the fact he's doing that on a private jet is just like, he's winning. He's Anita Max winning.
Oh, well, there you go. Good on you, Drake.
Yeah, literally. He's kind of doing it all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, what's kind of the move? If we got to like levels of success, is a Johnson pick coming out there? Is that a thing that's going to happen? Is that a good play? I can't understand what the play is.
Yeah, because you think it was on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was on purpose.
Really? He just sent it to someone threw it out there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of like, hey, if it's out there, it's out there. Maybe he's sending it to someone, and he's probably going to know that if it gets leaked, it gets leaked. It was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, but that was a big...
That's a crazy one.
That was a big one. What was the second one
The second one was our boy Shane Gillis getting SNL.
Oh, yes.
Which is another crazy sign of the way the world is changing.
Yes.
This guy got fired 5 years ago and then kept grinding, and he like hasn't apologized, and he's still like...
Oh, he did a big apology afterwards.
At the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even still, he's like saying particular words. He's like joking.
Yeah,
like
he hasn't really changed too much. Well, I guess maybe he has.
Yeah, well, I guess he's not like saying the M word on a podcast.
Yeah.
But his jokes are still, you know,
I think
risky. He's dropping certain no words.
He cleaned up his act a lot.
Yeah, but
and
like
it just happened. Like he just happened to clean up his act.
But I guess what I'm saying is when there's so many people in the world that want to be like overly sensitive, and then he says gay like 50 times on his special. It's crazy.
If he comes out in yellow face, or if he does like an Asian skit, just to double down.
Yeah.
If they were funny, they would do something like that.
Well, yeah. This is the scary part. He's got to stick the landing here.
100%. Because if he plays it so safe, no one's really going to get excited. If he does something where he's like playing I don't even know, like a rickshaw carrier or something like that, it would just be great. It would just show the world is just fun and everything's cool.
Yeah.
And racist humor is kind of back.
Yeah.
Because it feels like I don't think people really have an issue with being overly racial in jokes, especially since Elon Musk took over Twitter. Change the world. It's like free speech. You can kind of say whatever you want. People have been confronted with what it actually looks like to live or to have a social media platform that is completely free speech. And yeah, I think there's bigger issues in the world nowadays as well. Mm-hmm. Back then, there wasn't as much going on. I think people are like, hey, we don't really have time for that. There's like bigger things actually going on. Yeah. Because imagine what will happen is just like people start to protest about Shane Gillis coming on SNL. It's like, dude, there's literally a genocide going on in Gaza.
But there was at the time too, right?
I don't think there was.
I don't know. I think it's just like a fatigue of like people being sensitive to stuff. And then you got someone that comes out that's actually funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we've also been missing that.
I think the world's just changed. I don't think people care as much. They're not kind of caught up in like the minutiae of just real meaningless sort of controversies. That's why Drake's Johnson doesn't get any attention. Because there's just bigger things going on. People actually...
Bigger than that? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. There's racist humor's back.
Yeah.
We got celebrities Johnsons. Yeah. Kanye is just an open anti-Semite. Yeah. And just putting out a great album.
And maybe the only reason this can happen is because of the genocide going on in Gaza. And maybe if as soon as that war ends, or the Ukraine war ends,
because then we're going to focus back on the things.
Then we're going to go back to the silly stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, there's actual serious stuff going on.
Yeah.
And people just don't. You can't. It's like I just went on Twitter. It's like every single day. It's like Genocide Joe is like the #1 trending thing in the world.
Yeah.
So people actually have their thing that they can a real problem to focus on.
God, it must be nice from going from a nothing problem to like a real problem to...
Yeah. And
do you know what I mean?
Being back.
Yeah, just
until it's over.
Being that person like 5 years ago.
Yes.
And you're campaigning against like a celebrity set. You're trying to get someone cancelled.
Yes. And it was a huge thing.
Yeah.
That was like #1 on Twitter back in the day.
Or maybe they just cleared it all out. They just cleared out all the celebrities. We're done. And then they get to brush their hands and go, Me Too is done. We got them all.
Done. We got every problematic person.
Yeah, and then they're like, what else is going on?
I honestly think bigger things started to happen.
It was happening.
It ended with COVID. COVID literally, like, that came around and people are like, I guess nothing really makes sense anymore. Yeah. Actually, there are bigger things than, like, something just so unnecessary on the grand scheme of things. Like, real problems actually happened. Then the whole, the BLM thing happened. Yeah. Everything's on fire. And I think ever since then, you can't really go back to the silly stuff.
I went over my Instagram recently, and I just went back to the beginning.
Yes.
And I saw a black tile. Which is crazy, because I know that I was, like, big lib in uni. Yeah. But I don't even remember doing that.
I don't remember you doing that either. Yeah. I remember kind of having a conversation. You weren't, like, extremely obsessed with it or anything like that. But everyone had it.
Yeah.
Like, things did change. Yeah. Ever since then. And I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't think people are going to go back. I don't think the world's going to go back.
Did you do the black tile?
No.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I did the
blue
line.
tile.
The thin blue line.
Yeah.
Blue lives matter, everyone. But yeah, when is that as well?
What's that?
When is the SNL appearance?
Oh, like at the end of the month. I think it's the 24th.
Dang. As I would really like to watch. I don't even know. Again, we're in Australia. I don't even really know how that can be watched. If they like post full episodes online or whatever.
I'm in like Facebook groups, like the Matt and
Shane's
comedy.
Facebook.
Yeah. Yes. The comedy groups that are like backing Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
And they're infiltrating the SNL. Are you in this group?
I think I'm in the Matt and Shane's Facebook group.
They're infiltrating the SNL page and like, and yeah.
What are they saying?
Just like calling them like nerds.
Okay.
Calling them like theater nerds and stuff.
Right.
And it's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. It seems a bit uncool. Yeah. It seems a bit nerdy to even do that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of losers doing battle, but one of these losers' idol is like cooler than the other.
Yes. Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? It's like my god's better than your god.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're both going to church.
Yes.
Which is kind of lame.
I know, and that's when you really think about it, it's kind of a bit sad, but
yeah.
I'm literally of two minds about it. I kind of respect it, but it's a bit cringy at the same time.
Yeah. Have you been to a church, like a proper church? I kind of want to go for a service. I was thinking the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, surely
for a full service.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I was like, surely this is kind of got to be good for you.
What church would you go to? Catholic or?
You know me.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't even know. Yeah.
You go to a Catholic mass.
Probably, yeah.
I'm a church boy.
Yeah.
I'm a big church boy.
Really?
Yeah.
How many churches have you been to? I've never been to a service.
Really?
No.
Dang, I literally grew up Catholic. So I was hitting mass every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably from the ages of, I don't know, 12 to maybe 15. I think I was probably hitting mass.
Yeah.
Once a Sunday. Get Donut King afterwards.
Nice. What's the actual service like?
I've been to a bunch of different churches.
You're chilling with your bro as well. You got your little bro there.
I got my fam there. I've got the whole fam.
Yeah, because you can there can be some bantering, like silly business, or are you like really soaking it in?
The thing is with church is like, probably sound like a real Christian here, but it's usually just like very chilled. Very, very chilled. And it's they set it up to be really appealing to people.
Yeah.
Again, I've got a lot of friends who are, I think, part of like the Anglican church. Their church services are like, they'll just have like a band play. They'll kind of go up, take turns like doing speeches. They'll all get together and go to the pub afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's horrible how kind of, they just try to make it like seem cool. And it's really accessible that it's not like you're doing this thing and going to church.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out with some people that kind of seem like they're in a cult.
It's kind of like
really positive and really happy.
You know what it is? It's like a chick like having a really nice conversation with this dude. Yeah. And then he's like, so can I get your number? Yeah. And she's like, damn, I thought we were just friends.
Yes.
I thought I was just having a really nice time. And it just turns out this guy just,
Yeah.
wants,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I remember going to like youth groups and whatever as a kid. Like there would be like music ones. There'd be like a music night or something.
Group?
Oh, I don't know if it was youth group, but it'd just be like a night where there would be like, it'd be like a jam night or something.
Oh, okay.
Because I was playing music.
Yeah.
Just like go. And then it gets to a certain point where it's kind of like, you begin looking around and like piecing things together.
Yes. You're like, wait a second. Why is everyone so happy? It's like, this is why they're so happy, because they're...
Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to...
this thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to sing a song.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, yeah, you should really come by on Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, where are you jamming? Yeah. It's like, oh, no, there's going to be a service. It's nuts. It's indoctrination. It's pretty crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
But they're very nice about it. I was talking to my brother about, he's just convinced that the only good people on earth are in the churches. If you're someone that's kind of lost, if you're someone that doesn't have a house, you don't have any food, you literally go to church and you'll find your community.
Yeah.
That is the one place you can go where they'll just accept you with opening arms. They'll be like, hey, join us. We're here. You don't even have to convert necessarily, but just come hang out, come chill. It's a weird thing. They're just good people.
Is every church like that, do you think? Because I was thinking about going to a Jewish...
Oh, you think of it going to a...
Do you think they'll...
Synagogue?
Yeah, do you think they'll be welcoming like that?
I don't think you can go to a synagogue. You'll have to go through a long process of converting. A very long process. But again, it can be done.
Yeah.
I think when you want to convert to Judaism, it's a very long process. I think it takes a few years, and it's like a real commitment. Yeah. Because they don't really just want anyone. Yeah. Because they've kind of got their own thing going on. They've literally got a tribe. They're all descendant from specific dudes.
Islam, did you go to any... Like
been to a mosque.
Yeah.
A mosque is... Again, if you go to a lot of these places, they're very opening. I mean, they're very, like, welcoming. Mm-hmm. Like, it will be, hey, we've just got our own thing going on. You'll talk to the imam or whatever. He's like, hey, how you going?
Is that really, the priest?
Yeah, like I think the dude that kind of runs the whole thing. He just, like, lives there.
Yeah.
And he'll usually, like, he'll come and just chat with you. Be like, hey, how you going? And they're so kind. Because, again, these are people that want you to kind of feel comfortable. Yeah. They don't want you to... They're not trying to kick you out.
There are very few places like that. Like, it's basically a church.
Yes.
Or a pub.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, church or a bottle shop. And I get weird looks in a bottle shop.
Yeah.
Because I always try to go there to, like, go to the bathroom. And they're always like, you're going to kind of buy something? I get, like, the weird look from the bar staff.
Yeah.
They're probably not thinking that at all. I'm probably just in my head. But I always feel so guilty and I feel unwelcome whenever I walk into a pub to use their bathroom.
Oh, here we go. Actually, I got a good little thing. So I went to buy a pair of shoes the other day. And you know how, like, they're really, like, invasive in closed stores?
Yes.
Like, especially, like, a shoe store. I don't know why. I guess because the product is, like, more expensive or something. Yeah. But they're, like, really, like, around you. There's no one else in the store.
True. Yes.
Like...
You got to kind of know what you want to get.
I knew exactly what I wanted. I walked in, I was like, hey, can I get a pair of black Chuck Taylor high tops with white sole?
Nice. Yeah.
Size 10. And then she was like, yeah, sure. And went and got it. And I was like, I've just nailed this. She's going to give me the box.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pause.
yeah.
Yeah, we do pause for everything.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to, like, try them on, pay for them, and get out.
Yeah.
And she like walked back over and I put my hands out to get the box. Pause. And she didn't put them in my hands. She like sat them down on the bench and opened them up and took the shoe out. Yeah. And I like put my hand out again to take the shoe. And she didn't hand it to me. She started like undoing the laces.
Yes.
And I was like sitting down, like trying to get the shoe. And then she bent down and put it on my foot. And then I bent down to try and tie it up, and she tied it up. And then I bent down to try and see where my toes sat, and she felt where my toes were at. She was like, this is probably a good fit for you.
You go to the bathroom, you go to undo your pants, she's undoing them. She gets your penis out.
Yeah.
She starts feeding you water.
Yeah.
And then you urinate.
I open my phone, and she types in Drake's penis.
That's crazy.
It was so invasive.
Do you know what's so funny? Like, again, this is like shoe stores in general. Yeah. But sneaker stores, right?
Yeah.
You go in there, you say, oh, what's up, big man? It's kind of like Culture Kings or whatever like that.
Yeah, fully.
Just some dude, like, snapback, fully, like, dripped out, latest outfit on.
Yeah. He's
like, can I help you with anything? Yeah, these are sick. And then he basically goes from the coolest guy on earth to, like, a slave. Because he's like, let me get these shoes on for you.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put your shoes on for you.
It's so awkward. I hate it.
Yeah. But that's part of their job. If you're in a
shoe
store...
Well, they're trying to sell it for you.
You have to...
Yeah. They just haven't worked it out, I don't think.
I think it's just the go-to.
Yeah.
It's just like a given that if you work in this industry, you're putting on people's shoes. And I don't like it. It's always happened to me whenever I go to a store.
Well, they've got targets. This is why they've got sales targets that they're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So they're like, maybe... If I do everything for this person, they'll make sure I have a job by the end of today.
And I really hate it. I wish you could kind of get rid of that whole thing.
But this is every store.
Yeah.
They just haven't worked out a way. Yeah. They haven't worked out a better way to do it.
Honestly, shoe stores in general will put your shoes on for you. We'll get down on the floor. The coolest dude on earth is going to have to be like, yeah, you got a bit of room here. And I hate it because I've always wanted to work in like a clothing store, but I will never stoop to that level.
Maybe it's kind of on the same level as like a waiter or something like that.
Oh yeah, true. They got to take your dirty plate.
Yeah,
there's something so disgusting about that.
Yeah,
you're done. You've like licked it. It's like a dirty spoon, and you.
I am big for that. I kind of like leaving before they do that.
Oh yes,
at like a cafe or something.
Yeah. Because you feel just
getting up and you're gone. Yeah. Are you a pay before the meal or after guy? If you got to pick,
I would always do pay before.
100%.
You always regret it afterwards.
You're out.
Yeah, it's like, bam, I'm chucking a runner.
Yeah. The other funny thing I was going to say about the shoe store as well.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, they're cool. I'll get them. And then she was like, she was like, because these are canvas, you might want to get some like resistant like spray. You spray it on there and like keeps canvas fresh. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, would you be interested in getting some?
Yeah.
And then it's just like the classic, oh, really? For free?
Yeah.
No, it was like, yeah, would you be...
Was it $13 or $17? Literally just one of those two.
Yeah, would you be interested in getting getting some. And I was like, oh, I think I've got some at home.
Yeah.
And then later she was like, oh, did you want that resistant spray? And I was like, I think I've got some. Like, again, I was like, I think I've got some at home. She's like, did you want to get some anyway? I was like, anyway? I was lying to you. I don't have any at home.
How much was it as well?
I didn't ask. I don't care.
Dang.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's... Yeah.
It's such a tough one, like, especially when it comes to the cell. Like, my worst... Yeah, the reason I don't go to Cotton On anymore...
Yeah.
I usually got baddies working there.
Cotton On?
Yeah. It's always like some young ladies.
Is it?
Yeah. You got some young ladies working there, and when it's time to kind of like check out,
yeah,
they're like, hey, so do you want to grab a tote bag or a bottle of water for $2 extra for Oxfam or whatever?
Yeah.
And you have to do it.
No, I don't do it.
In front of the baddies.
No.
Really?
Yeah, of course not. What are they gonna do? You think she's gonna give you a hand job under the counter if you buy a tote bag?
You can't put yourself in that position.
There's no position. I'm never going to see this person again. I don't want a tote bag.
That's your masculinity tested at its finest.
Yeah, and you're caving.
You have to. I'm a man.
No, that's a womanly thing.
I'm not going to let a woman see me weak and be like, no, I can't afford that. I'm not
a man doesn't.
A man wants to impress a woman. It's like, yeah, I'll grab two.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, I grab two.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll get both. Is that an option?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do that. I'm like, oh, so you can get like so it's for $2. It helps our charity a lot.
Yeah.
We got like these nice tote bags and the waters.
Yeah.
I'm like, how about por qué no se les dos?
I just go in. I don't even buy anything. I just go to the counter and say, hey, where's your tote bags? Where's all your tote bags? What bullshit are you doing for charity? Oxfam? Oh, really? What does Oxfam do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm 15 years old. My first job. I have no idea about anything.
They are so impressed when you get it. You give them a smile. They're impressed. They're impressed.
Yeah.
Because I've done it before. I've gotten both. I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit thirsty and I actually need a bag to put my stuff in. That might be good. They're like, really? Oh,
yeah.
Great.
I do the opposite. I go, can I get a bag, please? I really need a bag.
Yeah.
I bought too much stuff. I can't carry all this. I really need a bag.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's $2 and it's going to charity. I say, forget it. It's not a manly thing to do.
It's the
Buying the tote bag isn't the manly thing to do.
You have to buy the tote bag. Because what happens? You're a broke loser if you don't. Literally. They're so disgusted. You see the look of disgust in their face. And I can't sleep at night knowing that.
Yeah.
I can't sleep.
You don't want to let down the baby angels at
I can't.
Cotton On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The baddies.
Yeah.
I literally can't do that in front of them.
Yeah.
And it's especially, I think there's the people that they choose at the front of house as well.
Mm-hmm.
But some dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm not going to buy a tote bag.
Are you paying for bags at Woolies?
Always. I'm a bag.
You pay for them?
Yeah, I pay for the bag. Pause.
Really?
I'm a bag maniac.
Maybe you just like bags.
My whole thing is like, I remember when they first introduced like you got to pay for the bags.
Yeah.
I was like so disgusted.
Everyone was, yeah.
I literally felt ill.
Yeah.
And then it was almost like a masochistic sort of thing that the next time I went, it's like $1. Or like, like, I don't even know, 6 bags or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I just do it each time and I kind of get off on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, I don't even need like a second, but I'm just going to get one instead.
Just go back to the car and put it around your head. Do that thing where you breathe in and it kind of like molds to your face.
Yeah. I like it though. I think I've found the way that I can take the W.
Yeah.
With the bags from Woolworths, I use them as bin bags at home. Maybe you've seen in my bathroom.
Yeah.
I need them now.
Yeah.
And they're so sturdy, those Woolworths and the Coles paper bags, as just like a rubbish bin for the bathroom. Not for like the main bin. Because it maintains its like shape. And you just throw it. It's like having a portable bin. It's really good. So whenever I'm going shopping, I might get an extra one. Because I usually refill my bin once every few days.
Wait, you're buying more bags than you need.
Yeah. I usually get like maybe... If, let's say, I have enough for just one bag, I'm going to get a second one because I'm probably going to use both of them. Also, it's a nicer walk with 2.
I don't get I didn't get bags for the shoes. She goes to put it in a fabric tote bag and say no need.
Oh, you're not doing bags at all.
I'm not taking bags.
Really?
You look like a lady carrying a bag around.
You look like a dude that's just
I'm
stolen
a man.
something.
I got to be carrying items with my hands.
That's true. It is a move, especially when you're not really in the bag mood.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I go to same thing even with the little trolley, the little carry thing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, I'll literally be
or the
walking
basket.
around like this.
Are you talking about a basket?
I won't get the basket because I'm just not in that mood.
Yeah.
And I literally sometimes I won't even get the bag then, and I just go home like this.
How good's the feeling? You get to the end of the shop. You're done shopping, and then you go to the counter, the self-serve, and you finally get to put it all down.
Yes.
And you just have like 2 minutes of relief as you scan everything, and then you have to pick it all back up again.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Are you pinching anything from the self-serve?
I'm just doing my real classic fruit hack.
Oh, the weighing hack.
Yeah, the weighing hack. I'm just doing that. Like even today, people are talking about like you just throw stuff in. I did it once where I like just accidentally put 2 things in at the same time. I scanned, put 2 things in, and I was like, oh dang, I accidentally. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And I think it was toothpaste. I accidentally put both of them in.
Yeah. And it
was $16. Actually, no, yeah. I thought it was on special from 16 to 8, but it just ended up being 16.
So, I guess.
I was like, I'm just going to put both in. They must have had it wrong.
Yeah.
And I realized how easy that is to do.
Yeah.
And even I was at the shops today. I was literally at Coles thinking, each time I go, I'm like, should I just like start doubling up a little bit?
Yeah.
Because it's so doable.
Yeah, it's so doable.
So doable.
I went to like a servo the other day, and I got a packet of M&Ms and another thing of lollies because it said like of chocolate. It was like a bar of chocolate because it said like 2 for $10, something like that. And I went to the counter, and then it comes up and it was like $16, and it's like, bro, I'm not a
weirdo. I'm not gonna pay like $20 for like some M&Ms and a drink.
Yeah. I was like, that's crazy. No, I'll just get the M&Ms. And he's like, oh yeah, it's just the other one. Do you want to get the other one instead? And I was like, no, I'll just get the M&Ms. And he just wouldn't stop. He wanted me to get 2 things of lollies of chocolate for $10. And I was like, it's fine. I'll just get the M&Ms.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
wait, why the special wasn't working, or?
You must. I got like a bag.
Yeah.
Oh no, well it's the full thing because it gets to that point. It's like, do I let myself get passive aggressive right now and then go and check the shelf? And then come back and I'm wrong.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't even need the second bag of chocolates.
Yeah.
It wasn't even for me.
Yeah. It's just because I'm not. Your store said. I don't know. I just took it because your store said it.
Yeah.
I had that situation. I went to buy that lighter you were playing with, that cool gun, right?
Yeah.
I just bought like.
Is that in like Thailand or something?
No, that was just down the road here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I walk into the shop.
It's $40.
Yeah, I looked and I think he said it was like 45 or something crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it says like 25.
Oh no, brother, that's the one down there.
I know, and we literally went over and it was like, oh, they must have switched the thing around.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to give it to you for 25.
Yeah.
And I took the W. Because it was his kind of mistake. It's a bit of a weird move when it like literally says specifically $25. I scan and it's like 40 something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe nothing means anything then.
Bro, when I was a kid and I worked in a news agency,
yes,
there was like a rack of like magazines. You know, every magazine has the individual price on it next to the barcode.
Yes.
And there was just like signs, like if you can picture like fluoro kind of star-shaped small little stick-on signs that have like a price on there. And they were just stuck all over the magazine thing.
Yes.
But this one just said like $8.50. This one said like $5. But they didn't correspond to anything on the shelf.
Yeah.
Like it was just like advertising for possible numbers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like an educational experience for anyone that went in there. It's like, oh, it's the number 5.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't correspond to anything like that. And it was just constantly
Or you'd have to deal with people kind of frustrated.
Yeah, like 14 years old. I was just like, nah, sorry, man. This is this price.
Yeah. Like, dude, I want to jerk off to Zoo magazine
Yeah.
for like a good price.
Yeah. Ooh.
Zoo
Yeah,
mag.
I might have been getting around.
Zoo?
Yeah, I might have been getting around.
I remember sneaking into the Zoo section whenever I went to the newsagents.
Yeah.
If my mum was looking for cards, I might quickly go run.
Yeah.
I'd quickly be like, let's look at the Zoo magazines.
So what you have to do is like, I don't know if they still do it now, but it's called topping. Pause the magazine.
Nice.
You rip the front cover off when they bring out a new issue because you have to have like a physical example of this not having sold.
Oh.
Does that make sense? So you get like a credit back.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're essentially buying space in the newsagents to advertise their product.
Yeah.
And then say there's 20 left, you just have to rip all the covers off.
Yeah.
And there's 20 of that one, then you like staple them and like send it back to them.
Right.
And so there'd be like all the magazines, it'd be like a crazy pile. And then there's like nudie mag.
Yes.
And on the front cover, it's like, hot, but like.
Is this Playboy or is this Zoo or?
I couldn't tell you like a specific one. But they just had like an array.
Yeah.
But then, ripping off the front cover, it's like, well, I'm already, you know what I mean? I'm inside the book now.
Of course.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I would like chuck them in the dumpster out the back.
Yeah.
You might grab one.
Yeah, you might grab one.
Chuck it in your
in
your backpack.
That was so good. There's that whole experience. I remember like I was obsessed with Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
And the funny little like you had to fold it in half and you put it together to kind of find the rude image in between the random scenery.
Yeah.
Mad Magazine was so funny.
Yeah.
It would do like funny, weird illustrations like The Simpsons are looking insane.
Yeah.
Funny jokes. The Spy vs. Spy. Did you ever read?
Yeah,
Did you ever get behind it?
yeah.
It was the best magazine on earth. They would have the best parody kind of cartoon of whatever was going on in popular culture at the time.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Tropic Thunder came out. They would just have a great version of that.
Yes.
It was the days. I don't think news agents really pack that much or have that much power anymore. I remember news agencies back in the day were like, it was literally like heaven.
Yeah.
Because you'd have lollies, you'd have like fads and stuff like that.
How good were fads?
Fads were fizzes.
Yeah.
That's where you get the Killer Pythons. And you'd also get your Mad magazines. You get like comic books. What was it? You had K-Zone.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
D-Mag.
D-Mag.
yeah.
Yes.
What were you team K-Zone or D-Mag?
I think I was a D-Mag one.
I was a K.
You were a K-Zone.
I was in the K.
You were in the K-hole.
Yeah.
Which D-Mag? D-Mag just seemed a bit naughtier.
Did it?
I think so. K-Zone was a little bit more like...
K-Zone was kind of like free-to-air TV or something.
D-Mag seemed a little bit like scary. It was a little bit naughty. Maybe like the cartoons that you wouldn't expect. Maybe it was like The Simpsons or something. I can't even remember.
I remember staying at a friend's house when I was like in primary school, and my friend had D-Mag, and there was a photo of like a scary sea creature lizard guy.
This is sort of stuff that happens in D-Mag.
Yeah,
You can never be too safe.
I asked if I could go home.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I thought it was coming for me.
There was
I was an experience with D-Mag.
Yeah, you're a K-Zone boy.
I was K-Zone and Zoo magazine. Yeah.
D-Mag, because they used to come with like a funny toy or something like that as well.
They all came with toys,
a big plastic thing. We'd had the toy. They were the most exciting looking things on earth.
So exciting, colourful.
Imagine, this big colourful thing with like a toy attached.
Yeah.
You rip that thing off. You wouldn't even play with it straight away. Pause.
Yeah.
You literally just like go flick through the magazine. It'd have like some crazy articles. I think, could you buy things on it?
They did like competitions and stuff, I think.
Maybe. And I'm going deep into nostalgia here. Were there things in K-Zone or D-Mags that you could use for like your Digimon, certain pass codes or something like that?
Couldn't tell you.
And this is...
What Digimon did you have? The little Tamagotchi one?
I had the Tamagotchi one, also had the shaking one.
Pause.
Yeah. That you used to like link with someone else's paws.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
But I know, that was just...
I remember I got the shittiest toy one time because I saw an ad for it and asked for it for Christmas.
Yeah.
It was called a pox. Have you heard of a pox?
So familiar.
Yeah. So the pox was like it kind of looked like a Digimon thing or like a Pokedex thing.
Yeah.
And it had like a scanner at the top, and you scan barcodes, and in all the barcodes there's a different monster.
I think I had a pox.
Yeah.
I literally.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? I'm literally. I need to.
POX, I guess. But you were meant to like join up with other people that had a pox and like battle them. But no one else had a pox because it was a shitty
Hasbro pox.
Can you show me the pox? Wait, is this it? Is this the thing that you scan the barcode with?
I think so. Yeah, this is the Hasbro pox. I think I must have had these. I must have had one of these.
Can you type in like 2000s kids toy scanner?
Oh yeah.
Something. Oh, barcode scanner.
Kids barcode, because I remember all those. And you used to,
because I had a pox. I
like
definitely had
Smith's
one of
chips.
those, but
This is what I had. Scanners.
Oh, it was just a scanner. Yeah, it was a
scanner.
Yeah.
Oh my! And it would turn into a monster.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know how they were like so good with the handheld games back in those days.
I don't know if they would.
So
No one else had
creative.
one. No one else had one.
I'm so sure I had one of these.
That one, the one on the right, that's the one I had.
This one?
Yeah.
Dang. I remember seeing that Mons thing.
Yeah.
And I also remember going to stores and I was always having to scan stuff. And it was a great way to like pass time.
Imagine being a shop owner and just this kid comes in.
Start scanning things for monsters. The world was so whimsical back in the day.
It was.
Like, we're talking about magazines that give you toys.
Cartoons. There were some good cartoons.
Really good cartoons. Like Samurai Jack. What was it? Johnny Bravo and stuff like that. Just these real... They were like larger than life, these cartoons.
Did you ever get bugged out by like... I remember Ren and Stimpy always used to hit me in a weird place.
Right.
That was a strange one for me. What else?
I remember there was Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
They had the Goosebumps TV show.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was so scary. It would always be like very hazy or like a smog when the show would start, and that would always freak me out.
Didn't they do a Goosebumps movie recently?
Probably did. It would have been so bad. I can just imagine. I don't know why, but I think things are they've just lost their whimsy.
They're doing so Sony is doing a Spider-Man movie called Madam Web, and they're just not even. They're just Spider-Man's not even in it.
It's gonna be
They're like you have one Spider-Man, and then you had 3 Spider-Man. What about in this Spider-Man movie? There's no Spider-Man, except for right at the end, probably in like the post-credit scene.
It's beyond like a parody now.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to have Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that, because the only way people are going to see a movie if there's the word Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
Literally like you would have Spider-Man Dodgeball.
Yeah.
And it's like Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson. And if you're like, when Spider-Man like has like a cameo role in the end,
Yeah.
everyone cheers.
Yeah.
And
It's just a normal
leave.
movie except for the credit scene, and then Spider-Man pops up. Everyone stands up.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Bro, actually, you know what it is? Cringe.
Yep.
But like at the end of the Marvel movies, and it must be like 2008. I think it was like the first one, so like 15 years or something.
Yes.
It was when Iron Man came out.
Oh, Iron Man, nice. That was
cool. Or like 20 years or something. Still to this day, people go to like a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And they all have the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And everyone sits around, and like some people will get up, and you just hear the kind of murmurs like, "Oh no, they've still got this. They've still got the scene." Yeah. And I've done that.
I almost went out
I've
the
been
podcast.
sitting there, and not even have done that. I do that, and I'll like look up and see if they've got a second one. And most of the time they do. And then sometimes they're silly ones, and everyone walks out.
Yeah.
No one's talking about the movie. Everyone's talking about the post-credit scene.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for something better. Actually, that is funny. Yeah, like, yeah, how was the movie? Yeah, I was kind of hoping it'd be better, and I was like, oh, the movie wasn't good. I was like, no, the post-credit scene, I was hoping it would kind of like unravel a little bit more. It's all about like the carrot at the end of the stick. We've got another one coming out.
Remember when when you first experienced like the initial post-credit scene? Do you remember the first time that happened?
No.
I think I remember like
it was in Iron Man. It was like a Hulk
at the
thing.
end
Yeah.
there. And I remember it was a big thing because I think there was a conversation that would have happened at school where everyone was like, the people who didn't stick around versus the people who did.
Yeah.
And you were a king. You basically had superpowers if you stuck around.
Yeah.
Because everyone was like, what do you mean there was more?
Yes.
I did hear some people kind of cheering and I ran back in. And I was like, dude, you just missed the craziest thing.
Yeah.
That would be, I like the idea of a movie that has very strategically planned post-credit scenes like 20 minutes after the credits. Like, let's say it's an hour-long movie.
Yeah.
And you're just forced into watching the credits for 20 minutes, and then there's another 45 afterwards.
Yeah.
Just like, maybe, how about a movie that's just kind of called post-credits?
That's good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And it's just, you you have all the ads and everything, and then it starts, and then it gets straight into the credits.
Yeah. You have to wait an hour and a half. And it's just Drake stroking his Johnson.
But there should be a little bit more mystery when it comes to movies. I think it should kind of be a bit random.
There's a Wolverine Deadpool movie coming out.
Oh, I've heard about that. It's so boring.
With Hugh Jackman. Nah.
Let's do something new. I don't need to have Wolverine. I don't need to have Deadpool again.
You want Wolverine.
I want a new superhero.
Have you seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Because when it was new, I was like, what's this? This is a guy that like he's a different kind of superhero. He's kind of funny. He's kind of rude. It really blew my mind. And then, but I don't need to have it like all the time now. I think it was a Deadpool 2, and I thought that was too much. I think we've had this conversation a million times, but I'm a fan of let's just get a new thing, great movie, and we just leave it alone. We have a new thing coming out. It's like Catman.
It's got to be sequels. Everything's
doesn't need to have, things don't need to have sequels.
They do. What are you going to put in the post credits?
Just something random. I like the whimsical, fun little post-credit scene.
You want bloopers?
Yeah,
you want it to get to the end. And
so good. It's like Jack Black being like,
love was only true in fairy tales, and then it's just Jack Black like doing a karate chop on set.
Yeah, it's just like, remember that song Taylor by Jack Johnson?
Yeah,
it's like Ben Stiller being silly the whole music video.
Is that the film clip?
Yeah, I'm not going to rewatch it now, but I mean. I haven't heard that or watched that music video in so long.
How long do you think you could spend hanging out with Jack Black?
Who is it? What is it? What's his name? Jack Johnson. That's what it is. Yeah, Jack Johnson Taylor. I might have to show you a little bit of this. This is just one of the greatest music videos of all time. It's just so... It's just so great. And he's like on set or something like that. It's great.
Why is Ben Stiller so funny?
He's the funniest guy on earth. Here we go. And he's...
Oh, it's him. He's singing.
And he's like, I think he's meant to be...
He's being Jack Johnson.
Yeah. And he's being a bit silly. Jack Johnson's like, what's this guy doing? Yeah, what's he? It's the greatest thing in the world. He's like directing the music video.
They used to talk in music videos as well. It's kind of like it was like a post-credit scene, but halfway through.
This is called like talking the whole way through. It says Ben Stiller doing silly stuff. This is what my childhood was. Whimsy. Yeah. This was a music video.
Nothing's whimsical anymore.
Nothing's whimsical. It's just Drake stroking his Johnson.
Yeah.
That's a music video now.
And a racist guy getting on one of the biggest television shows.
It's beautiful.
Is there any whimsy?
Look at this. This is the most whimsical music video I think that exists in the world. Look at Ben.
Ben's got a wetsuit. He's going for a surf. He's holding his surfboard backwards.
He's wearing a silly. He's got this sort of.
That is really good.
Everything was just better.
He's got a stunt double and he's carving surfing. He's running back to shore.
It was so silly. And this was just the world. Look at that. It's just fun. Nothing's too serious. There he goes, trying to tell him how to do the guitar solo. And this is kind of beautiful. Yeah. That was the past. Things were silly.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we just got Drake stroking his Johnson.
Yeah.
It's... Yeah, I don't really know what changed. Maybe it's just... There's no room for that sort of silliness anymore. It's cringy, I guess. Nowadays, people are going to be like, where's Spider-Man coming?
Yeah.
Spider-Man needs to make an appearance in this music video. I'm going to, like, turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't want Ben Stiller just being silly. I did have some topics as well I did want to touch on before we wrap this puppy up.
Oh, yeah, sick.
What was going on? Oh, here we go. This is like a very, very fresh one.
Yeah.
But it was Usher hugging Alicia Keys.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what is it? Alicia Keys is in a relationship with Swizz Beatz. And I guess just the whole idea, is it acceptable to do a music video with another man who's kind of like touchy-feely when it's your wife? Video? Oh, wait, not a music video. Live performance for the Super Bowl. There we go. This is our boy Usher hugging on Alicia Keys.
Yeah, and people are saying it's too much.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a bit strange. Would you say that's just a bit strange? They look like they're in love.
They do look like they're in love.
This woman is married.
But that's just the power of song and dance.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
This is probably what it comes down to. Like even just ballroom dancing or salsa classes.
Yeah.
That stuff's going on. That's a man's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Literally. Some Spanish guy with his hands around your wife.
Or
your girlfriend.
Yeah, if your girlfriend's gone.
Guy that just knows how to move.
Your girlfriend being like, I'm going to go to a salsa class. And it's like, oh, great. I'm going to go to a gun store. I'm going to go paint the ceiling of my 2004 Commodore. Oh, Jesus.
That'd be great.
Whoa.
That'd be really great. We need to have more articles like that. Where it's just like, woman goes to salsa class, comes home to find her husband's hung himself. And it's just like, and just the
she
sign,
gets home,
hope it was worth it.
Honey, salsa class was actually next.
Just hope it was worth it in blood. It would just be. Yeah. We need to have more of that. Petty suicides.
Can you describe why it's a problem, do you think?
Why doing that's a problem?
Yeah. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Like,
you should be being petty, because what's worse?
Yeah.
Hanging yourself and leaving like a petty note, or a woman thinking it's appropriate to go to a salsa class when she's in a committed relationship or marriage with a man. What's worse? I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Both is making a really strong point. Both I think are just as aggressive as the other. I think it's just as aggressive to like know that your wife's out dancing with some Latin man.
Yeah.
He's probably got like 2 buttons done up. A man that just never has any buttons done up.
What dudes are going to those classes? Because I don't think it's Latin men.
It's just Latin men.
Is it?
100%. Latin men that literally probably have sex 14 times a day.
Yeah.
Just like minimum to get them going.
Or is it just gay guys?
No, it's Latin men. Gay guys are just having sex. Latin men want to steal people's wives. They enjoy that process because they're a little bit evil.
Latin men.
Yeah, because you go to like Latin America, it's a bit hot, it's a bit humid. I think it makes you go a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I think it spins you out a little bit.
True.
People who are very proper are like usually from colder climates like Ireland or Scotland. They're cold, they're serious, they're not doing anything crazy like that.
Is there an equivalent, though, that a man could do? Be like, oh, yeah, remember, sweetie, I've got that thing tonight.
Yeah. I'm doing that topless car wash. I just volunteer, help the girls.
Yeah,
that's just, I don't know.
Is that what it is?
For charity.
I just think it's really
fun.
fun.
I get a good workout.
I think it's just fun, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit fun.
Yeah.
I think they're great. And they're not naked. They just got like see-through. I'm not really looking at that. It's normal. It's natural.
Yeah.
We're doing it for charity. I'd love you to come along.
Yeah.
But you're not cool and you said you're not going to wear the see-through tops.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if your girl wants to go to a salsa class, you have to do something drastic. Maybe you don't hang yourself and say, was it worth it in your own blood? Maybe you just be like, okay, well, I'm going to go to that
There isn't an equivalent.
beach volleyball game. Just fat dudes going to like beach volleyball, like Brazilian women.
Yeah, I'm going to go volunteer at the Beaten Women's Centre. You know, there isn't an equivalent, I don't think.
You don't think there's an equivalent? What's the thing that guys can do that just would...
Because a married guy, there's nothing that they can do.
Well, they can't do anything right at all.
Because women like having fun. Men don't have fun. They go and like drink and hang out with men.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, literally. They're not going out to do some silly activities.
Guys, there's no what would you call it? Like curtain that you can hide behind.
Yes. Maybe so it's just the activities that women like to do. They like to go out with their girlfriends, go out dancing. So we went to a club.
Yeah.
We danced.
Yeah.
Women like to dance. They like to move their body.
True.
I think it's the only reason women like to go to clubs is because they don't feel wanted at home. That's the only time a woman would want to go outside or do something without her husband because she doesn't feel wanted.
Yeah, any woman at a club
is desperate for attention.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Yeah, women don't even like dancing.
They don't like dancing. They hate it.
Yeah.
If a happy woman never wants to leave her house, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
A woman, if you go to a club and you see a woman, you're like, oh, poor you. She's just out here desperate. It's like a dude who's like, I don't even know what the equivalent could be. Somewhere you just would never. It's like a guy in a bookstore. The guy's going there for attention. He's desperate for attention.
Someone was reading the other day at the pub and having a beer.
Yeah, he should be banned.
No, there's a lady.
Oh, okay, yeah, women can do that. It's silly.
Nah, you can't have a beer, sit alone at a
They're
pub.
trying to be European, and I hate that.
Get a six-pack and go home.
Yeah, well, no one wants to see your weird... This isn't your living room.
Or your salsa class.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk to you here.
And maybe that's like even more of a desperate attempt for attention. Like, I'm a woman, I'm here, I'm reading. That's just kind of my thing. Because what happens as well, she's like screaming. It's like the whole idea of a siren where it's like, hey, I've got an in for you. You say, what are you reading?
Yeah.
Imagine. All you do is just, what are you reading? Dude turns up. That's what she's asking for that.
Yeah.
If a woman's reading a book, you as a man are obliged to go up to her and ask what she's reading.
Yeah.
Or be like, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
That's literally what it's all. That's the only reason. If you don't want that to be happening, you listen to an audiobook. Or you read at home in your bed. If you're reading out in public, you're just basically asking for a man to talk to you because you're desperate.
I don't know if we did this as a bit on the potty.
Yeah.
But like women can just read smut.
Right.
On a train, in public, anywhere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the equivalent of that is just me with a sticky iPad? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just watching crazy stuff.
Yes. Yeah, you're literally right.
So maybe that's what you do. If your lady goes to salsa class...
You're just going to catch a train to Artarmon and watch like anal porn for like 50 minutes.
Just watch a bukkake.
Just like double bukkake, triple, quadruple penetration, anal sex scenes. Like what?
Yeah.
What? I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to jump into?
What else is there?
Maybe we'll wrap it on one more.
Yeah, we can wrap it on one more. I think I may have sent it through Surviving P. Diddy.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
That was a really interesting watch.
What's the vibe?
Basically, P. Diddy is a serial killer.
What?
Yeah.
He's murdering people.
He's literally out here murdering people.
Yeah.
He's got 8 bodies. He's killed 8 people.
Who?
He's killed his ex-wife, her ex-husband before him. He's killed Biggie, Tupac. He's killed... Who else was it? And I think an associate of Suge Knight. And I think there are some other... I think he killed a guy in a nightclub.
You believe it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty...
Is it solid evidence? Is it solid evidence?
Very solid evidence.
Yeah.
There's even... there's evidence that he just put a hit out on Tupac.
Yeah.
He literally gave a guy $1 million. And the guy said, Puff said, $1 million if you kill Tupac when he comes to Las Vegas.
Pretty good narrative, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Everyone thinks it's Puffy.
Yeah.
Already. And then they catch the guy that killed Tupac.
Yeah.
And then he's, like, in a defamation or whatever. And he's just like, oh, yeah, Puffy said.
Yeah. Oh, but it's just, like, very legit. Like, he just said it.
Yeah, but he could have made it up.
I think the evidence is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. And just looking at his track record...
you're obsessed with Puffy. I forgot about it. You're a big Puffy kick.
I've started getting really obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Because what happens if a dude... Where there's like the whole idea where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Also, if you kill someone...
Yeah.
You're going to kind of want to do it again.
Yeah, true.
I'm sure it feels really amazing.
Yeah, it's like when someone opens chips up next to you.
Yes.
You have a couple, and you go, get these things away from me.
Yeah, literally get these things away from me.
Yeah.
I can't be stopped.
Killing is like
chips. Yeah, that's kind of
like
P.
eating
Diddy
chips.
right now.
Yeah.
I think he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
I think he just enjoys the act of having people whacked. I guess, just a classic mob boss, I think, has that sort of mentality as well.
He's a madman.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you know about him? Because the other thing is getting, like, people talking smack on him being, like, a notorious sexual deviant.
Yes.
Like his little rap squad or whatever.
Yeah, what was it? So they have, like, a hazing process in the music industry. I think it was... have I got the wrong... Is it Leo Cohen? Or one of these big label bosses that I think was one of the first kind of open gay... record heads. Apparently there was a grooming process with him and Diddy. He kind of put him through this like sexual humiliation process.
He groomed Diddy.
Yeah, or just put him through this hazing process.
Yeah.
And the idea is, okay, if you want to make it in this industry, if you want to kind of be like the head of a label, you're going to have to kind of put up with a lot of this stuff. And then when you get to the top, you can do it to the next person. And then, bam, just like classic sort of hazing process. And so apparently he went through this and he's put everyone he's kind of been around through this. A lot of his artists through this same sort of hazing process.
True.
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah, I gotta go down the Diddy train.
Yeah, get down the Diddy train. But yeah.
We should maybe wrap.
Yeah, let's wrap this puppy.
Let's wrap this puppy up. Oh, we got Ramsey coming on next week.
Oh, we do.
Great Ramsey Smith.
Hell
One to look out
yes.
for. Or actually, maybe that's the following week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe that's the following week.
But no, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Frothing. Well, peace out from the sausage boys.
Good night, everyone.
We'll see you next week.